Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Ann Varillo here with stampwithann.com, and super excited for this week. I've got a great card class kit to go this week that I want to share, and I think it's going to be a great week. The sun is finally coming out, which we need. It's supposed to be 77 tomorrow, and today is going to be in the high 60s, or maybe 70. So I'm super excited. Let's see. There's a couple things I just wanted to talk about before we get started, and that is, I know I mentioned this last week, but I'm going to mention it again. Let me put you down here to my crafting table. My husband, he's out there doing the yard work. Couldn't wait. There we go. So this is a great month. Our new annual catalog came out May 1st, which is super exciting. And that's what I'm crafting with today, is one of the new bundles in there. Actually, it's part of a suite. So I'll show you that as we get started here. But for the month of May, if you join Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, you'll get all of these products, and these are all the new in colors in your kit, and that's an $82 value. So what we have is you get a starter kit, you pay $99, you get to choose $125 worth of product, and in addition, for this month only, you would get the Stampin' Pad bundle, so that these are all our new in colors, which you'll love. The in color cardstock, the designer series paper pack, which is beautiful. I love this. And then these are the Stampin' Right markers that you'll also get. So this is a great deal. You don't have to sell. You don't have to have parties. It's an awesome opportunity to get a discount for your crafting supplies. So you start out at 20% discount for your supplies, and then as you move through, you can get up to 25% off as well. So if you're interested in joining under my Craft and Create crew, pop on over to my website, stampwithann.com, and click on the join button, or the join drop down, and you'll see the information there. And also, I do have to remind everyone, if you're watching a replay, please like my YouTube channel, subscribe to it and like it, and leave me a comment, because I love seeing comments. I'm also streaming live on Facebook right now too. So if you're not following me on Facebook, please follow me, and also leave me a comment, because I love to see the comments. So anyways, this is such a great deal, and I know you guys will love it. So again, check it out. Okay, so we're gonna start crafting. First, this is the new catalog. I get mine spiral bound combed because it's easier when I want to flip through the pages. But I wanted to show you guys. This is the bundle we're working with today, the Thoughtful Wishes bundle. You can see it there better. And this is actually part of a suite collection. And when you purchase the suite, you get all of these items. The stamp set, the dies, a little bit of bling, which I love, and some designer series paper. This is 12 by 12. And then this fabulous paper, which is, I just love it. This is 48 sheets for the Thoughtful Journey designer series paper. I'll bring it up a little closer so you can see it better. Isn't it beautiful? It's like watercolor. So I love the paper so much. And here's some of the things in the catalog that were designed with this suite. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Just a super easy card. And before I start, we're going to be doing this card today. Fun. Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, did some embossing. and coloring with Stampin' Blends, a little bit of die cutting, and then the inside. So we're going to be doing that card today, but I did want to show you the other 3 cards that are in the Card Class to Go. So this is the first card I'm featuring in the Card Class to Go kit for this week. Now, this is the second one, and this isn't a technique. I was inspired by another demonstrator who presented online, on stage, and I'll give you all that information when I post this on my blog. But isn't that gorgeous? I just love how this turned out. So we'll go over that on Wednesday. I'll show you how to make that card. And then, of course, on Friday, I have the Fun Fold cards. So this is one of the Fun Folds, and I'll show you how to put this together as well. So for my card kit, you can get a kit that makes 6 cards. So it's 2 of each design. And all you have to do is make a purchase for $40, excluding tax and license, in my online store. It's super easy. Order using the host code that was up on my screen, and now it is not. But when I flip back, you'll see it. Plus, you can get all the information on my YouTube channel as well, or my blog. But anyways, for this week, place an order by May 11th, and I'll send out on May 13th the kits to put all of these cards together. Now, I can't send any stamped items, but your kit will include all of the designer series paper, embossed materials. If I'm using an embossing folder, that's not included in the bundle. All the cardstock to create the cards, the embellishments, ribbon, or my little bling, as I call it. So that all comes in your kit. So again, here's the thoughtful wishes. I love those sentiments. Look at all the sentiments. Dearest friend, I appreciate you. You make life better. And these are just some real simple, easy flowers, but what makes it super special is the dies. So all of the dies that come with the bundle. Super fun. And now if you get the suite, you get all the designer series paper and the bling. Have to have some of my Diet Coke. No, my Coke Zero. It's early in the morning. Well, I'm so glad you guys are joining. So let's get started. So this is a real super easy card. And that's the beauty of it too. It's got a little bit of die cutting going on, but other than that, it's really easy. Make sure I got everything out of here. Yep. Okay, so we're starting out with our Calypso Coral cardstock. And I'm just going to burnish the edges here a little bit, make sure it lays down nice and straight. And your kit will include this. This is the embossed folder. This is the 3D fern. It's a fern 3D embossing folder. So I include this already embossed in your kit. So we're just going to attach this right now to the front. Oops. A little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. And I need to be up here in the frame so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I not cut the other? What did I do? Oops. Oopsie daisy. This is where, oh my gosh, I didn't include all my stuff in the kit. Okay, now it's not going to take a long period. Okay, I have to go cut these. Sorry, I'll be right back. I thought I was all prepared yesterday. I must not have been paying attention. So that's my bad. We'll get some Calypso Coral cardstock. Some basic white. This is what happens when you do it live and you're not prepared. I don't know what happened. But it will only take a second. There, we're done. I was putting all the other kits together that I'm shipping out today for last week's card class kit to go, and I must have confused myself and thought I was all ready for this class today. Anyways, I'm ready now. All right, so we're just gonna do some stamping, and I made this just a tad bit smaller. One of the reasons I did that was because I kind of have some issues with a lot of white, but we're okay. So we're gonna stamp the images, the little flowers here in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Just gonna ink up the stamp. I love it when I make an error. It's just funny for people, not me though. I don't like it. Okay, so we're stamping the flowers here. Okay, and I'm gonna clean that stamp off. Let's put that up here. Also, we need some Lost Lagoon ink, which I've got right here, because we're gonna stamp the little dots, which is this little item right here. My little stamp here. So see, to my other fellow stampers and demonstrators that aren't going live on YouTube or Facebook, it's okay. We make mistakes sometimes, but that's why it's fun. So I'm stamping this in Lost Lagoon. On this one, I stamped off a little bit to get the lighter color, but this time I wanted to try it just with the darker color that I come in with. Clean this off. Now we're just going to use our Stampin' Blends and give this a quick color. So I've got, these are my Calypso Coral, light and dark. And I'm just going to use the bullet tip here. And I'm just going to kind of add in, let's see if you guys can see that good. Just where the, the shaded areas are, I just want to add a little bit of the dark Calypso Coral in here. And we'll just put a little dot there, a little bit here, a little bit over here. I can't tell if that's a leaf or a flower. I think it's a flower. Okay, so that's that one. Then I'm coming in with the light, and I'm just gonna kind of color in those little, I guess you would call these poppies. Are these poppies? They're flowers. They're pretty flowers. That's what we're going to do after I'm done here. I have quite a few things to do today. One of them is mail out all the packages for last week's card class. So I have to get those in the mail today. And then we're going to go over to Dickman's here. It's a what do you call it? Gardening center. And we're going to get some flowers to plant because it's spring and we're planting flowers. My husband's really the gardener. I'm not. I just like to pick out the flowers. So, all right, we've got that. Now I'm going to come in with some Lost Lagoon. And let's see here. Just gonna use a little bit of dark. For the leaves, just like to put a little bit in there. Give it some shadowing effect or shading. You'll have to tell me, especially if you're watching replay too. Do you like the darker dots or the lighter dots that I stamped in here? Once we're done, we'll compare. Oops. I'm going to come in with the lighter. These little leaves are very tiny. So I'm just going to color them in. I'm excited that the weather's getting better. It's been, they still show lots of rain in the forecast for this next week, but I'm hopeful that the weather pattern changes a little. And I noticed when I did this the other day, the balloons came up on the thing. I was rewatching the video and I was like, where did those balloons come from on Facebook? Now see, I can't get it to happen again today. But that's okay. We don't need balloons. So I think that wraps this one up here. There. All done with that. Now the next thing I want to do is stamp the sentiment, "You Make Life Better," right up here. Hopefully I've got that on straight. There we go. I do like easy cards sometimes. I like to kind of start off the week a little easier, and then as I move my way to Friday, it's Fun Fold Friday, so there's a little bit more of a challenge there. But I do love fun folds. Okay, so we're just gonna adhere this to the Calypso Coral panel, and I wanna also ask your opinion when we're done on the size, because I did make this a little bit smaller. I'll just adhere this right to the front here. Move it around slightly, make sure it's on there good. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna adhere this yet to the front here. We're gonna die cut some of the leaves out, the branches and these little flowers. So I've got this one for this and the Calypso Coral, and I'm just gonna bring over the little mini boho. Our ring is going crazy because my husband's out there doing the yard work, so every time he goes in front of the door or the driveway, it goes off. Okay. Okay, here's one. And we'll get that out in just a second. Then I'm gonna do this one. Put this right in our little sandwich. Pop it back in our little mini boho blue cut and emboss machine. They don't have this blue one anymore. They only have the little white one. So there's that. Put that away, and we'll just pop these right out. And I just take my take your pick tool and I punch these out. So it's real easy. Okay. As I say that, and maybe not, it's real easy. Here, there's one. Here's two. Got to be careful with these sometimes. They're very delicate. So you don't want to like rip them off the paper or off the die, because you may tear them easily. Okay, there's that one. And let's see here. I'm just going to adhere these together with a little bit of Stampin' or multi-purpose liquid glue. You could use glue dots. Depends what you're comfortable with. A lot of people prefer the glue dots, or you could also use, if you want these to lay flat and not be up like right here, it's easy. And I'm just gonna kind of adhere that like that. Hold it for a second. Now we'll put this all down. So I just apply a couple little dots here and there into some spaces. I don't put it all the way through because I still want these to pop off of the cardstock, off the front of the card. So I think that's pretty good. Put a little bit there. And we're just going to set this right here. We'll get that glue off. And then we're going to push this under here just a little bit so that it's kind of on the same, showing on the card, kind of like I did here. So let's put some multi-purpose liquid glue here. We'll go ahead and adhere this. Put my lid back on. Guys, we're almost done. I'm going to do the inside though and show you what I did on the inside. So I want this to come up a little bit. There we go. Oops. Ooh. Well, wait a minute. We don't want that to be crooked. Okay. Now the other thing I did was, I'm going to show you this little trick here. So I used this thick jute twine, I guess you'd call it. I don't like it so thick. I think sometimes it's just too hard. It's too thick on a soft card like this. So what I did was, and I'll show you how I did it. I'll just do a little piece here. I just started to undo the thread in here. And you just kind of roll it a little bit with your fingers. And you'll see it start to come apart like that. Like this. See? And then you can unwind it a little bit. And you'll get like a thinner twine to work with. So that's what I did. I have two pieces here. And I'm just going to tie a small bow, if I can get this right. See, you can actually undo it even more, but I wanted just a little bit more thickness with this one. So let's see if I can actually tie the bow. Oops. And now all I need to do is make it a little smaller, the bow. Because I'm just going to adhere it right here to the bottom. I need my scissors. Well, you guys are good sports while I messed up our thing here. I was so excited to be doing crafting kits that I forgot to be all ready for today's live. So see, I just separated a little bit more on the bottom. And that's still a little bit too long. I'm gonna cut some more off of here, like so. I'm gonna adhere this right here with some mini glue dots. Just take a little mini glue dot, put it right on there, and it should just pop right off. And it did. So I'm just gonna adhere that right there to the front, get rid of those. And then let's quickly do the inside. You have to do your insides of your cards. So this one, I just went ahead and stamped the larger flower that kind of matches this. So we'll go ahead and do that in Calypso Coral. Let me get that out. I hope you guys are gonna have a beautiful week. It's Mother's Day week, so I hope you have some nice plans for that. I need to be in the frame here so you can see what I'm doing. We're just going to stamp that. There you go. Put that aside. Close this ink up. We'll go ahead and adhere this in the inside of the card. Voila, but can't forget this. We have to do a little bit of bling. So I use the In Color Shimmer Gems. Now, if you get the suite, the Thoughtful Journey suite, there's actually other gems in there that you can use. I think they're called the Adhesive Backed Pearl Trio. So that's always an option too. It goes with that beautiful Designer Series paper. It's just gorgeous. So that's our finished card. Now this one was super easy. And I also make a matching envelope. I do include the envelopes with your card kits. So you'll get an envelope and you can decorate it any way you want, but you never want to send out a naked envelope. So that's our first card for this week. You make life better. And I hope you guys are going to have a fabulous week. Come back and join me Wednesday. I won't be live at 10. I have some errands to run, so I am going to pre-record it, but you'll see how I make that other card with it's really, I stamped it on a block, so it's the acrylic block stamping technique. But I'll share that on Wednesday. And remember, you can go online at stampwithann.com, place an order in my online store for $40, excluding tax and shipping, and I'll make sure I send out your card kit to go, 6 cards, 2 of each design, by next Monday. I hope